Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
As you guys can see behind me right here is country music's most famous stage, the Grand Ole Opry House. Been to this show a lot, several times. But guys, I'm going to tell you guys this. You guys are not going to listen to this video, but I'm going to give you guys a tour of the Grand Ole Opry House. Not on the inside, but I'm going to show you guys some really cool things about the outside. We're going to go to the gift shop and show you guys that. If you guys are ever in Nashville, come check it out. And here is the video of the Grand Ole Opry. Here we are, guys, outside the Grand Ole Opry House. This has changed quite a bit since the last time I was here. Last time they had banners with all the artists on them. As you can see here at the top, you got Brad Paisley, Vince Gill, Dolly Parton, Kelsey Ballerini, Ashley McBride, just all kinds going through. Darius Rucker, Reba McEntire, Luke Combs, Carrie Underwood, Lauren Elaine, and Dierks Bentley over here on this side on the bottom. They used to have these out here on a banner, but now they're actually painted on the building, which is just so cool. It is just insane how much time it takes, and it could be decals, could be vinyls, but still just the amount of time it would take to put it up is just insane. If you walk over here towards the Opry, this is where you would enter the Opry on a show day, or to my right is where you would go to take the Opry backstage tour. They're not doing any today, so we can't go inside. Even if we could, I've taken it before. You cannot video on the inside during the tour, and they really don't like you videoing during the show at the Opry, so just keep that in mind. If you ever come here, that's kind of frowned upon, and they really watch you closely on the Opry backstage tour if you decide to do that. They have all these signs over here changing, showing you what's going on. CMA Fest is coming up really soon. Got Brad Paisley over here on the stage, showing you kind of like what the Opry experience is like. These signs change, kind of like those flashing billboards, showing you kind of some things that go on backstage at the Opry. Some guys getting into the groove, sound checking their equipment, getting it in tune, just getting ready to go backstage at the Grand Ole Opry experience. If you do the backstage tour, you get to see all the backstage stuff, and it's just really exciting. Again, it's just showing you kind of like what they do. Sound check before that curtain comes up. There's Lainey again. She'll be inducted in the Grand Ole Opry on Friday, June 7th. Invited on The Voice by Reba McEntire. Pretty exciting stuff right there. Chris Jansen, if you have not seen Chris Jansen in concert, just an explosive performer. One of the best, if not the best, live shows you'll ever go to. Played the Grand Ole Opry so many times, more than anybody else in the modern era of country music. Just insane. As we go back out this way here, we're going to go back towards this way. You guys may see the stage directly in front of me right here. Off at a distance, that's set up for CMA Fest. They do performances all over the place. 4 days of CMA Fest going all the way through there. June 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. They will have people there during all of those days, and you'll get an opportunity to see them. You might see this big red guitar that's coming into view. A lot of people take photo opportunities by these guitars. Huge photo opportunities. There's an acoustic on that side. The electric, obviously, is the red one on this side. That is just something, if you look over there in the distance, that is Opry Mills Mall. At one time, that was Opryland, a theme park way back in the day, but very few people other than old-timers really seem to remember that that's what that was way back in the day. Getting closer out here to the stage, though, here, as you can see, and this area will be filled with people. I don't know what act is actually going to be on the stage during CMA Fest, but it's going to be really interesting to see. And you'll see these stages start appear through town as you go back and forth as you go up through here. And now we're back up here by the gift shop area. This is the ticket office. It is closed today. Another one of those signs changing, showing you the same things that the other sign showed you, and just kind of showing you any and everything that you could really want to do play here at the Grand Ole Opry. They're advertising for the Ryman Auditorium, and both tours are good. The Ryman is self-guided. The one at the Opry, you do go with a tour guide. It takes about an hour, but the tour is definitely worth the $40 it is to get in. So be sure that you guys check that out when you're here, because it is definitely worth every penny that you pay to go into, especially if you have a tour guide like what I've had before, highly knowledgeable, really goes over the history of country music. And you may think you know the history of country music, but you really don't until you really go on that tour and kind of learn things. And they'll ask you questions as a group, asking you, well, do you know about this and this and this? And so now we're inside here at the gift shop at the Grand Ole Opry. Only other part that's open today. There is no shows today, so we're just walking through the gift shop right now, right here. All kinds of things. You can buy t-shirts from different artists. They have the Opry themed stuff. They have a lot of Dolly Parton themed stuff in the gift shop. They just have a lot of things here in the gift shop, as you can see here. Different t-shirts, 3 Chords and the Truth, the traditional saying in country music. There's Dolly on the hood of that Cadillac, Dolly again down there, all over the place in this shop, but you'll find different things. These circles down here, you actually can stand on these, and that's when the sound will actually play through. So it's just like you're kind of standing like in the circle on the opera stage, which is the fame part of that. Then the sound will really play through. You'll start seeing these signs throughout the shop. Or some caps and some magnets, and they even sell these guitars. It's like a Tennessee license plate guitar that they have there. You'll find stuff like this all throughout town at various shops and stuff as you go, but the Opry gift shop really has a lot of things. These signs, like right down here that you just saw down there with the Trace Atkins. There's a whole wall of them over here, which we'll go back to in just a second. Going this way towards, we got Montgomery Gentry up here playing on the Opry stage. They have a lot of clothing is their main thing that they really want you to buy. There's hoodies and t-shirts and hats, and they really try to have that stuff. And no matter who your favorite artist is, they do go through a lot of those. Obviously they've got CDs and records and all kinds of really cool things. Books by George Jones about his life, and Chris Stapleton CD right there. Really any and everything, and they do rotate it through. So if you're in town and you pass by a few months later, be sure to go check it out, because it's definitely something that's worth watching right there. Now we get into the sign portion. Just match up the number with the sign that you want. There's a bunch of like dresser drawer style drawers underneath you right here. See it? It's Kelsey Ballerini. Her 5 years of celebrating the Opry. Reba McEntire. Some of them are show dates that they played at the Opry. Some of them are anniversaries of the Opry. Some of them are just shows that they've done. Showing Sarah Evans back in 2023. John Party back in 2023. Scott McCreery, April 20th of this year, so not too long ago. Dirks Bentley, 10 years at the Opera stage. Old Crow Hedison Show celebrates 10 years. Trace Atkins, Barty Stewart. This wall is just filled with posters. And no matter who it is that you like, you will find at least a poster of somebody that you like. I can guarantee you that. As long as you have over one favorite artist, you'll most likely find something there. Obviously, they got the coffee mugs. They've got all kinds of little things here in the gift shop. Subscribe and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of our weekly uploads.